Do you have class after this? At 2? Ada kelas? Ada?
No.
Tak ada? Tak tahu? You don't know you have a class or not?
Ada yang ada pukul 12.
Pukul 12?
Ah,
10. Pukul 12 ada. 12 until 1.
2.
Oh, 12 until 2.
Sebab saya repeat.
Oh, okay. So your class is during lunch hour punya break Memang macam tu ke?
Sebab lecturer tu ubah. Kalau tak ubah nanti
Oh.
clash.
Oh, okay. Okay. Still seorang lagi tak ada. Alright. I think I have asked you this question. Jap. Let me check my note dulu. I dah tanya ke pun? Oh, I dah tanya. You all prefer Microsoft Teams. Tapi I guna Google Meet. Sorry. I silap hari ni. Nanti next time kita guna Microsoft Teams. Okay, so I think I'm going to start now. Just one more person jam belum datang. Let's take a look at your course outline as usual. Kita akan tengok course outline every time kita akan start class so that you will know what are you going to learn for that particular week. So in this case, this week, which is week 3. Okay, we are in week number 3 now. So we're going to get into your proposal preparation. Today we're going to take a look at how you can prepare for the introduction session and the language used in your proposal. Okay, dalam proposal dengan dalam report, dua-dua akan guna language yang berbeza. Language means you punya verb tenses tu. You nak guna past tense ke, present tense ke. Okay, but because of you are doing a proposal, you baru nak propose. Okay, you baru nak submit your idea. So you are going to use present tense or future tense. Future tense tu maksudnya macam this research will be conducted during ... Okay, future akan dilakukan. Okay, that is future tense. Kalau your report, sebabkan masa you tulis report tu you dah siap ada questionnaire, you dah kutip soalan semua, so dia jadi past tense. Okay, so jadi based on the findings, it is stated that you guna past tense. Right? Okay, let's take a look at the introduction section first. Kita tengok what are the items needed dalam proposal. Okay. Now, for your proposal, mana tadi tak buka aku? Oh, this one. Nanti later I will show you the slides, ya. Let it be like this. Okay. Stop sharing. Hold on. Okay. Now, for your proposal, good news, you only have to write off about 5 to 6 pages including reference. Okay, including reference page. So, dia tak ada cover page. Nanti I will show you the sample. Proposal don't have a cover page. Proposal tu you terus start immediately begin with your background of the study. Okay. Now, dalam your proposal, you need to have these 7 items. You need to have background information and then problem statement, objectives, significance, limitations, previous studies. Previous studies wajib ada. Okay, for this semester kena ada. Last time tak ada, this semester ada. Tapi pendek je. And then previous studies ni refer to literature review. Kalau you are familiar with literature review, that is the same thing. Okay, and then methodology. Okay, let's take a look at number 1, background information. Okay, ataupun background of the study. Okay, apa yang you nak kena tulis ni dalam background ni, you nak kena cari maklumat apa. This is where you kena Google kat internet any information related to your topic. Okay, so dalam background information, what you have to search for anything related to your topic, number one, and then anything that discuss the issue. Discuss the issue tu maksudnya discuss your topic. Okay, bukannya definition semua tu, bukan. Semua tu masuk dalam previous studies. Definition. Contohnya, you are doing on, for example, let me take an example. Okay, spending habits among degree students in UiTM Shah Alam. Okay, so you boleh cari anything about spending habits. Tak semestinya among students, you boleh cari among sesiapa ke ataupun based on kata-kata siapa. Spending habits tu apa benda, dia benda yang baik ke, benda yang buruk ke. Okay, you are not giving definitions, you are discussing the issue. So your issue adalah spending habits. Kalau second group, effects of playing video games on students' academic performance, your issue would be effects of playing video games. Okay, maksudnya benda utama dalam you punya report tu, apakah isunya? Isunya you nak tahu tentang apa? Tentang spending habits, tentang effects of playing video games terhadap academic performance, ataupun you boleh search tentang effects of playing video games sahaja. Okay, ataupun kalau you jumpa effect dia terhadap academic performance pun lebih bagus. Okay. And then usage of online shopping platform, you punya issue would be the online shopping, the use of online shopping, usage of online shopping. Okay, so that would be the issue. So dalam your background of the study or background information, search for the issue. Okay, anything, apa sahaja related to your issue. Okay, that is for background information. Now, how long and in-depth should it be? Berapa panjang, berapa detail, your information depends. Depends, you nak explain macam mana. You nak cakap sekadar on the surface sahaja ke ataupun you nak go into detail, depends. As long as you do not exceed 6 pages including reference. Okay, including reference. So kalau reference dah 1 page, so dalam 5 pages je you buat semua ni. Semua 7 items ni. Okay, dalam 5 pages. Okay. Sebab this is just a proposal. Proposal pendek je. Okay, and then what do you need to read or refer to? Meaning that kat mana you nak boleh cari your articles ataupun your sources. You can search for newspaper reports. Newspaper reports tu macam you buka dekat Times New Roman pula dah. News Straits Times. Okay. Internet articles tu maksudnya any articles dekat internet, dekat website, web pages. Journal articles, ada tak journal, online journal, books, previous reports. Yang ni untuk your previous studies. Okay, previous reports. Okay. Now, example of background information. Okay, for example, you punya topik ni. To investigate the reasons behind the rise in computer gaming and computer gaming addiction among teenagers. Okay, so you punya issue would be reasons behind rise in computer gaming addiction. Okay, kenaikan makin ramai orang yang addicted dengan computer gaming. Okay, that is the issue. So, contoh background would be a recent study on game technology, and then siapakah orangnya, yang author, name of the author and year, shows that nearly 75% of teenagers in Singapore play computer games regularly, and the majority of them show signs of addiction. The rise in computer gaming addiction among teenagers is a growing concern, and this study would like to find out the reasons behind this trend. Okay, so sekarang ni you discuss pasal computer gaming, addiction dia tu. Okay, bukannya you bagi tahu maksud computer gaming tu apa, bukannya you bagi tahu addiction tu maksud dia apa, but you are discussing the issue. You macam you bagi more information apa yang orang-orang cakap about your topic. Okay, That is what you have to search on the internet. Okay, now that is for background of background of your study. Now we are moving to the second item, statement of the problem. Okay, statement of the problem maksudnya you have to talk about you have to discuss about apa masalah dia yang buatkan you nak buat topik ni. Okay, for example, contoh you punya topik spending habits among degree students in UiTM Shah Alam. So masalahnya ramai students yang let's say berhutang. So itu yang buatkan you nak tahu apa kenapa spending habits diorang macam ni. Okay, same goes to effects of playing video games on students' academic performance. So sebabkan you tengok academic performance ni makin menurun, that's why you nak do a research on the effects of playing video games. Okay, and same goes to usage of online shopping platform because of UC. You can see that people nowadays, students nowadays, dah tak ramai dah go to physical stores. And then more and more people are involving with online shopping. So that is why you want to do a research on your topic. Okay, faham? Do you get me?
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Madam.
Okay. Kalau faham, very good. Sebab nanti you nak kena tulis tu, you akan confused kan kalau you tak faham. Okay. So statement of the problem ni maksudnya apa problem dia yang buatkan you nak kaji, you nak do on your topic. Right? So that is statement of the problem. Okay. What is the problem that the research will address? Okay. Apa problem ni yang buatkan you nak kaji, you nak buat topik you. Okay, now problem statement dia ada format dia on how to write. There are 3 parts, part A, part B and part C. Okay, part A is when you describes a desired goal or ideal situation, explains how things should be. For example, you explain, okay, sebabkan academic performance ni rendah, sepatutnya academic performance ni kena tinggi. Okay, that is how things should be. Okay, sepatutnya kena balance between orang yang people who go for physical stores and then people who go for online shopping. Okay, so how things should be, number 1. And then you get into describe a condition that prevents the goal. This is where you talk about the problem. Okay, you talk about the problem. You mention because of too many because of students spend too much on ... So that's why dia punya spending habits menurun. That's why dia punya spending habits a bit teruk. Okay, you discuss, you bagi tahu the problem. And then lastly, identifies the way you propose to improve the current situation. So you give a solution. Okay, for example, this is an example. Okay, contoh A, how things should be. Okay, dia kata the university seeks to provide students with a safe, healthy learning environment. Okay, university sepatutnya provide a safe, healthy learning environment. Okay, that is how things should be. And then students living in dorms A do not have their conditioning units and during the hot season . Okay, that is a problem. Problem dia, tapi students yang duduk dalam bilik ni tak ada aircon, tak ada ni. So related to safe, healthy learning environment. Okay. Lastly, in response to this problem, study proposes to investigate several options for making the dorms more hospitable. You give a solution. Okay. Apa function you buat your research? Okay, nak investigate several options. Okay, but dalam your proposal and in your report later, you cannot use ni, you cannot use we, you cannot use our, cannot. Nanti I will explain. Okay, this is just an example. Right? So that's how you write your problem statement. Number 1, you address how things should be. And then number 2, you tell us apa yang buatkan jadinya masalah ni. Okay, apa yang punca dia. Okay, number 3, you give a solution. You give a solution ni macam you bagi tahu you nak investigate several options. And then we plan to carry out ... so that we will also consider less expensive ways to mitigate some of the rot. Okay, but again, you cannot use I, you cannot use our, you cannot use we, you, semua tu tak boleh. Okay, now moving on to the third item, objectives. How can you write the objectives? Okay, objectives, dalam objectives of the study, is it dalam objective? Wait. Okay, under problem statement, you must have research questions. Okay, research questions dalam problem statement. You must have at least 2 ataupun 3. Maximum 3, minimum 2, maximum 3 research questions. We will learn on how you can write your research questions later. Okay, so based on that research question, you akan bawakan dia kepada research objectives. They are actually the same thing. Ayat yang sama, cuma research question dalam bentuk question, research objective dalam bentuk statement. Okay, I will show you the example selepas ini. Okay, now research objective dia tak ada, where's my slide? Okay, is it here? Okay, research objective tak ada, no need for you to put it in a form of paragraphs ke essay, no need. Research objectives, you just write down what are your research objectives. Cuma adalah ayat 1-2 to address that. Tu adalah research objectives. Okay, now moving on to the fourth item, significance of the study. Apa pentingnya your study ni? Okay, kepentingan. So what to write, you think of your study ni akan benefit siapa? Benefit in what way? Okay, benefit siapa? Benefit in what way? Right? So how to write the significance? Senang je. First, you go for in general and then you make it much and more specific. Okay, now for example, this one, from general to specific. So general maksudnya you tell us what could be the benefits to the society, general, okay, ataupun kepada all UiTM students. And then you move to your faculty only ataupun you move to an individual. Okay, for example macam ni. Alamak, nampak ke? Tak jadi Okay, for example, the findings of this study will rebound to the benefit of society, considering that mathematics plays an important role in science and technologies today. So, dia akan bagi benefit to the society. And then you bagi tahulah apakah benefit dia. And then you make it smaller. Benefit to an individual. Okay, let's say your topic regarding spending habits. So when you do your research, benefit dia terhadap society apa dia? And then benefit dia terhadap an individual apa dia? Individual tu akan lebih aware on how to spend ataupun online shopping, and individual tu akan lebih lebih aware on the advantages of online shopping ataupun aware on the advantages of offline shopping. Okay, depends on apa yang you nak explain. Okay, now moving on to limitations. Okay, now for limitations maksud dia kekurangan of your study. Okay, so because of you are just proposing, you baru nak propose idea, so you have to think of possible limitations. Possible maksudnya limitation yang mungkin akan ada bila you buat research ni. Okay, so number 1, you can look at in terms of sample size. Contohnya, you boleh kata sebabkan sample size tu terlampau kecil, hanya you buat research dekat UiTM students saja, so dia tak boleh di-generalizekan kepada seluruh rakyat Malaysia. Okay, so that is one of the limitations. You boleh tengok in terms of profile, method yang for example, you punya masa to conduct the study is very short. So in terms of the duration of the research tu not effective, okay? Or the data collection process, you will only conduct a questionnaire, you will only provide questionnaires, you will not do any interviews. So limit in terms of data collection process, in terms of equipment, in terms of timing of study, financial resources, okay? Anything, any possible limitations, you can write in your limitations of the study, okay? Kemungkinan. Alright, now, previous studies, this one dengan background tu a bit challenging lah because you have to search dekat internet, but that's itulah dia kalau you nak buat report kan. So previous studies, it's about study-study yang telah dilakukan. Okay, literature review. So meaning that you have to search for any studies yang lebih kurang dengan your topic dekat internet, and then you have to share, you have to describe. Okay, you have to tulis dalam your proposal. Okay, for example, okay, tetapi the studies tak perlu sebiji dengan your topic. It can be anything yang related. For example, you can search for spending habits yang according to siapa-siapa yang buat study on spending habits, ataupun according to siapa-siapa yang buat study on video games, on academic performance, on online shopping ataupun offline shopping. Okay, anything related yang rasa ada kaitan je dengan your study, and that is actually a study juga, so you boleh ambil. Okay, and also you can also provide definition. Contoh, you can provide the definition of spending habits. Spending habits ni according to siapa-siapa, spending habits maksudnya apa. Okay, online shopping maksudnya apa, offline shopping maksudnya apa. Okay, so that is for your previous studies. Okay, now methodology or procedure, you can write down in future tense. Future tense maksudnya you will conduct a survey using questionnaire. You students from will be involved, will be participated, ... Okay, future tense. Okay, now sources of data, yours will be using questionnaire only. Okay, dua ni just some example sahaja. Okay, in your case, survey using questionnaire. Survey is survey is the action. You pergi dapatkan maklumat. Questionnaire is the questionnaire. Okay, the soalan. Okay, that's why survey using questionnaire. Dapatkan maklumat melalui questionnaire. Okay, now what to report, what to write in your methodology. Okay, you can write the method chosen. You punya method will be survey using questionnaire. Okay, number and type of respondents. Okay, for your respondents, wajib you are compulsory to search for 30 participants. 30. Okay, 30 participants. So you kena pass your links, the links to your questionnaire tu nanti dekat 30 students. Okay, you pass je lah ke sesiapa yang, for example, degree students in UiTM, so you kena pass dekat degree students only. UiTM Shah Alam students, you kena pass dekat UiTM Shah Alam students only. Okay, UiTM Shah Alam juga. Okay, so UiTM Shah Alam students only. Okay, to whom you need to pass the questionnaire depending on your topic. Kalau you dekat your topic you mention degree students, so you kena pass dekat degree students. Kalau your topic mention among diploma students, so you kena pass dekat diploma students. Right. Now, dalam questionnaire, what to include? Alright, sorry, not dalam questionnaire, dalam methodology. Dalam methodology yang jenis questionnaire. Okay, what to include? The number of sets to be distributed. So meaning, you are going to distribute berapa banyak. Okay, you are going to distribute, you are going to pass around the link. to your questionnaire. Okay, you boleh mention macam tu. And then some information about the respondent, meaning that you are going to pass around to who? Okay, to degree students, to all male and female degree students, ataupun you nak male sahaja, to all male degree students, to all UiTM Shah Alam students. Okay, information about the respondents. Okay. The place of survey or organisation involved in your case tak ada. You can just mention you are going to do it online. Okay, the questionnaire will be, the link to the questionnaire will be passed online. Okay, information on when to distribute. So you mention bila you nak distribute. Yang ni you decide sendiri. Okay, you boleh tulis you will be distributing the questionnaire. You will be passing the link to the questionnaire from the 1st of, sekarang kita apa? April from the 1st of May until the end of May. Okay, so itu depends. You nak tulis bila-bila. Tapi you kena tulis yang bila you akan exactly bagi. Okay, and then data analysis plan, meaning that how are you going to analyze the data. Okay, this one I bagi contoh lepas ni. Okay, ini some general knowledge untuk you tahu. Kalau interview, who will be interviewed, what will be asked. Kalau in terms of observation, when, where, how many times, when are you going to conduct the observation, where are you going to conduct the observation. Okay, so this is an example of a short one punya methodology. You can write more than this. Okay, so 100 sets of questionnaires. Kalau in your case, you can just write down link to, you're going to pass it to 30 participants. Okay, will be distributed to siapa. Okay, you can mention to UiTM Shah Alam students located in, okay, you dah mention UiTM Shah Alam, no need to mention this one. Over 3 days starting bila? In your case, you boleh mention je anytime. Okay, for 1 week ataupun for 3 days as well, starting from when to when. Okay, the questionnaires will be distributed during peak hours. You can, this one you can just ignore sebab ini dia buat physical punya research. Okay, and then the written questionnaires will then be tabulated and analysed using frequency counts. Okay, this is the one yang mana tadi, this one, data analysis plan. Whether you're going to analyse, you nak tengok based on percentage ke, based on percentage ataupun mean, correlation, t-test, time series, frequency count. Frequency count ni yang you kira biasa je. Let's say out of 30, 20 students. Out of 30, 15 students. Itu frequency count. Kalau percentage, if you change the numbering into percentage. Okay. So dalam your study, your proposal, you can only do these two. Frequency or percentage. You nak buat dua-dua pun boleh. You nak buat salah satu pun boleh. The rest, no need. Yang tu semua tak payah. Kita buat yang simple je. Okay. So you boleh mention this one will then be tabulated and analysed using frequency counts or using frequency counts and percentage. Okay, so that is the end. Methodology would be the last part of your proposal. Lepas tu reference list. Reference mesti ikut APA style. Okay, let me show you website yang the best, yang the bomb untuk you tengok APA style untuk you refer. You can just go to Purdue OWL. You type je Purdue OWL. How to share this one Oh, okay. Wait Okay, ni type je Purdue OWL. Okay, buruh hantu, and then you just click on the first link. Click on the first link and then it will bring you to here. Okay, this is the website, and then you go down, scroll down a bit, and here, click on APA guide. Okay, Purdue OWL, this one, Purdue OWL. And then scroll down sikit. Go to APA guide. Click on that. Click on APA guide. It will bring you to APA style. So you can just use this machine. Okay, meaning you contoh you apa-apa nanti dia buatkan. Or you can look at the samples. Okay, kat sini. On the left side, notice here, di sini, APA style 7th edition. You click on that. No. This one. APA formatting and style guide 7th edition. Okay, this one 7th edition. Yang latest one. Click. Okay, dah ada dah semua. So for example, you ambil your source is from book. A book. You click on that. Okay, so book. Ni dia dah bagi basic format. So author, year of publication and then dia dah bagi contoh. Okay, edited book or ataupun tak ada author, you tak tahu who is the author, you can tulis macam ni, dot, okay, semua ada. Kalau yang lain you boleh play around over here. Okay, boleh tengok-tengok. Kalau that is for reference. Reference list maksudnya yang dekat belakang sekali. Kalau dalam you punya report ataupun proposal, last page tu that one is called as reference. Okay, kalau yang dalam text, that is in-text citation. Yang ni dalam you punya essay tu kan, kalau sometimes you nampak ada tulis nama author, ada year tu, this is the one. Okay, you can use the machine, or you can look at the example. For example, this one, according to Jones, 1998, and then got page number. Okay, that is for short quotation. This is for long quotation. Summary or paraphrase. Okay, Jones, dot. Okay, so you can play around using with the website, and then you can check on the format. Okay, use APA style. Right, in-text citation, author or authors. This is for your knowledge. If you have more than one author, okay, how to write down. If you have 3 or more, you put ETAL. Okay. Be aware of the full stop and comma. Kalau full stop dengan comma tu, make sure jangan salah. Alright, so that is for your reference. Any questions so far? Kalau you faham, if you have understood on how to prepare your proposal, write down la. Kalau you macam so, write down lu. Dekat chat box.
Madam,
Yes.
I have a question. Reference
Yes, what
tu
is it?
kena letak dalam proposal juga?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay, so your proposal must be around 6 pages including reference. So meaning all the information semua will be 5 pages in total. Reference, last page. Okay, let me show you an example of a proposal. Yang last time I dah tunjuk. I'm going to show it again so that you ingat balik. Okay, like I said, your proposal will not have a cover page. Takkan ada cover page. So your proposal akan macam ni, EWC 661 proposal, no need sample. Okay, and then write down your topic. Number 1, you don't have to write introduction. You write background of the study ataupun background of study. Sebab this is the old format. Okay, so then this is an example of a background of a study. Dia ada 1, 2, 3, around 3 paragraphs. Okay, so around 1 page and sikit. Tapi kalau naik atas, around 1 page and terlebih sikit. Okay, 1 page and a quarter, is it quarter? 1 page and a suku, I don't know. Okay, next. Number 2, you put number 2, problem statement. This is the second item in your proposal, problem statement. So how long should it be, the length? Just 1 paragraph. Okay, and then there will be your research questions dekat bawah ni. Nanti kita belajar how to write your research questions. Okay, but problem statement around one paragraph. Cannot be more than one. Just write one paragraph. Kalau you panjang pun just one paragraph. Okay, tapi make sure you do not exceed 6 pages altogether. Okay, next, objectives of the study. This is what I said about objectives. There's no need for you untuk buat essay ke apa ke. You just write sikit je. Okay, you bagi tahu objectivesnya adalah, and then you write down the objectives. Okay, if you notice, okay, let's see. To investigate the level of language anxiety among diploma students. Okay, to investigate level of language anxiety. Okay, now take a look at this one. Why is it that some learners tak syok lah nanti. To determine the source of language. Kenapa yang ni lain? Identify how students cope with language is serious problem. Nanti I will show you another example. That one yang very good one. Dia punya research question dengan research objectives sama. You kena buat macam tu. Okay, yang ni kalau lain-lain dia macam kurang efektif sedikit. Okay, jap. Ada tak? Do I have it now? Wait because I want you to tengok juga. Yeah, I don't have it. Nantilah I will search for my previous students punya assignments tu, dia punya proposal, and then I will show you. Okay, the research objectives and research questions should be the same. Cuma bezanya research questions you put it in the form of a question, research objective a statement, tu saja. So tak perlu fikir susah-susah. Okay. Now, significance of the study, nampak ni pendek je. Apakah benefit dia towards society and towards an individual? That's it. Okay. And limitation is also just short one paragraph. Semua just one paragraph, ya. Except for background and previous studies. Okay, limitations macam ni. There are several potential limitations in this study. Okay, limitation yang berkemungkinan ada sebab you belum conduct lagi the research. Okay, so apakah limitationnya? For example, lastly, the sample size is too small, thus the results cannot be generalized to all your ITM students. Okay, macam tu. You boleh refer to the slide yang tadi tu. Nanti I akan bagi. Now, previous studies, okay, like I said, you cari any studies yang related to your topic. For example, okay, topik yang ni is about language anxiety. Okay, so previous studies, you cari je. For example, this one dia bagi definition first. Language anxiety tu apa? And then this one, several local studies investigating the issue of language anxiety. Okay, you tak perlu nak cari sebiji macam yang you punya topik. Yang related je macam pasal online shopping ke, pasal spending duit, spending habits, pasal video games. Okay, and then you put kat dalam previous studies. Okay, so this is an example of a apa tu tadi? In-text citation. Maksudnya dia buat citation tapi dalam teks. In-text citation. Okay. Yunus Muhammad Ishaq ... macam ni. This is an example of dia ambil daripada 2-3 sources. Contohnya 2009 ni source A daripada internet, website lain. 2012 website lain. Another 2012 website lain. Tapi dia punya point yang sama, focusing on language anxiety and motivation. Okay, tapi tiga-tiga tu cakap pasal benda yang sama, so you boleh masukkan. Right, so that's how you write down all the 3 sources. Okay, for example, in a closer context, students' perception towards the feeling of anxiety. Okay, you boleh cari sesiapa sahaja yang buat research related to your study. Okay, so that's how you write your previous studies. Right, so previous studies tak panjang pun. Kalau macam ni around 1 page and lebih sikit seem like background tadi. Okay. Lastly, methodology. Okay, so methodology, like I said tadi, guna future tense. This study will be conducted at UiTM Selangor. The subjects of the study will be 30 students, and then will be used to measure mana lagi, will be analysed using what? Okay, so that's how you write your proposal. And a reference list wajib ada. So this is the reference. Use APA style, and then that is the end of your proposal. Okay, do you have question about your proposal before I move to the language used in proposal? How can you write your proposal? No.
No, madam.
No.
No,
Okay.
madam.
If there's no question, let's proceed with. Are you all okay so far? Okay ke? Am I too
Okay.
fast? Okay. Laju sangat ke?
Okay.
No.
No. Alright. Okay, let's move to the second one. Wait mana tadi? Okay, language in report writing. This one pun I will give you the slide. Lepas ni. Okay. Okay, but for this one, alamak. Wait, give me 3 minutes. Kejap. You take a break sekejap.
Okay, madam.
Okay. Okay. Dah 3 minutes ke? Tak apalah. Let's just start. This is actually the language in report writing punya slide for writing a report. Okay, tapi it's actually the same thing with your proposal. Cuma ada few yang dalam ni yang I will not explain sebab yang tu nanti later on bila report you dah begin writing your report baru I will explain. Okay. Now, the language yang you kena guna in your proposal, number one, it has to be you must have the clarity, conciseness and correctness. Maksudnya secara keseluruhannya all I can say is make sure that you write your proposal using simple and straightforward language. Okay, so make sure that you write clearly. Okay, jangan, you don't have to beat around the bush, no need. Kalau finding dia macam tu terus sebut finding dia dot 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 dot. Kalau methodology dia terus mention methodology dia apa-apa-apa. No need to panjang-panjang. Okay, conciseness, delivery, deliver your message using the shortest and direct way. Okay, make it simple, straightforward. Correctness, using proper appropriate grammar. So yang ni you kena check lah, of course. You kena check your language. Okay. And then you have to use formal language. Okay, so let's take a look at the examples. Kalau formal, for example this one. He is going to the dance tonight. This is an example of a formal language or formal sentence. Kalau informal, you use apostrophe. He's going to the dance tonight instead of he is going to the dance tonight. Okay, so make sure that you don't use the short form. This is an example of a short form daripada he is, dia pendekkan jadi his. Okay, So dalam your proposal, you have to make sure that you use formal. Kalau bahasa Melayu, you guna bahasa baku. Okay? Okay, she wore the hat that I gave her, that is formal. Kalau informal, she wore the hat I gave her. Dia tak ada that. Tak ada that ni. Okay, kalau that ni macam dia memakai topi yang saya telah berikan kepadanya. Okay, kalau informal, dia memakai topi saya bagi padanya. Okay, dia tak ada yang saya beri padanya. Okay, another example. Do you want to go to the park? Kalau informal, you want to go to the park. So, dia tak ada do you want to go to the park. Okay. Next one, please refrain from smoking. Kalau informal, please don't smoke. Okay, apa bezanya? Kalau formal, dia gunakan perkataan yang formal, yang lebih how to say, lebih sort of lebih matang, bunyi dia lebih mendatar. Okay, bukannya ada negative word. Do not tekan negative word, word yang bawa ke arah negatif. So instead of saying do not, you say refrain. Okay, dia macam, it's like for example you kata jangan ikut. So jangan is more to negative. So you boleh tukar kepada sila something. So imagine sila tu yang formal punya. Okay. So you must adhere to these guidelines. You must follow these guidelines. Macam this one. You must follow this guideline. You kena ikut peraturan ni. Kalau formalnya, you sila patuhi. Patuhi tu kita tukar. Okay, ikut tukar pada formal, patuhi. So that's what it meant by formal and informal language. Okay, so in your proposal as well as your report nanti, you must write using formal language. Okay. Now you have to use passive voice. Cannot use active. Contoh aktif, I distributed the questionnaires. Saya yang buat ni. For example, Ali menendang bola. Okay, that is active. Change it to passive. The questionnaires were distributed. Bola itu ditendang oleh Ali. Use passive voice. Sebab bila you use passive voice, you akan kurangkan guna I, us, we, our. Okay, that's why you have to use passive voice. In this case, dekat sini contohnya ni dalam past tense. Were distributed. Kalau you boleh cakap the questionnaires are distributed. Sebab you kena guna bukan past tense. You kena guna present tense tetapi passive voice. Okay? Alright, another example. Data for this report was gathered. You boleh tulis data for this report is gathered using the dot. Okay, ataupun you kena guna for methodology, you kena guna future tense. So the data for this report will be gathered using questionnaire survey. Okay. Ini contoh dia. Macam tadi I mention, Ali menendang bola. That is active because sebab dia punya, ada tak kat sini? Yes, because of dia punya subject dekat depan, verb and then object. Okay, kalau passive, dia punya parts of speech tu dia bertukar. Dia punya objek di depan, subjek di belakang, bola itu ditendang oleh Ali. Okay, so again, make sure to use passive voice. Okay, bila you nak buat ayat tu, you fikir dalam bahasa Melayu. Fikir cara cakap yang ibaratnya bila you nak tulis proposal tu, you tulis dalam bentuk tak ada bias. Tak ada pun nak kata saya yang buat semua ni. You kena kata semua ini telah dibuat. Dia macam mendata je dia punya tone tu. Okay. Okay, these are some other examples. Now, personal language ni I cakap tadi. Personal language ni kata ganti nama diri. Okay, language kata ganti nama. So, personal pronouns. iaitu personal, melibatkan diri you. So I, saya, we, kita, you, our and us. Cannot be used in your proposal and your report writing. Cannot. Okay. Judgmental words. Judgmental ni maksudnya word yang buatkan yang tunjukkan you judge sesuatu tu. For example, I am convinced by the Carol's conclusion. Saya yakin dengan conclusion Carol, ataupun I like the conclusions made by Carol. So you bagi judgment. Okay, you bagi satu feeling dekat situ. You kena neutral. Bila you tulis proposal and report ni, you kena neutral. Tak boleh bagi tahu you suka ke tak suka ke, cannot. Okay. And then using words that are emotive, this one pun tak boleh. Emotive maksudnya words yang menunjukkan you are being emotional. For example, the conditions are appalling and account to a large extent. So appalling and account maksudnya macam for example, contoh macam you kata situasi tu sangatlah berbahaya. So you melibatkan emosi dalam ayat. Cannot. You have to be neutral. Okay. So that's why you kena passive. You kena guna passive language. Okay. Impersonal language. Okay. You can use passive voice ataupun you can use third person. Third person meaning that it was found that. You guna perkataan it. Macam you nak kata perkara ini telah dijumpai oleh, perkara ini telah dijumpai dot. So it's like you're saying bukan you ataupun bukan dia, tapi secara umumnya telah dijumpai dot. That is third person. Okay. Things rather than people as subjects. Gunakan benda sebagai subjek. Jangan gunakan orang. Orang tu macam you kata tadilah, I have conducted a research. You jadikan the subject sebagai orang, iaitu I. I have conducted a research. Tetapi you have to change that. Gunakan benda, things. For example, ayo. For example, this report presents. Okay, report tu. Gunakan benda tu. Report ni menunjukkan bahawa, okay, the charts menunjukkan bahawa ini menunjukkan bahawa, so you are not referring to a person. Okay. So make sure to write in a clear and concise writing. Maksudnya make sure it is very simple, straightforward, and then formal language. Another example, data management system can help out. Help out ni macam you guna bahasa rojak. Okay, kalau you nak change it to more formal one, can assist users. Okay. Sebab helper ni less formal than assist. Okay, what else you can include in your in your proposal. Okay, another example, use specific verbs. This will make our policy clear. So verb dia guna make, but you change it to something yang verb juga tapi lebih formal. So this will clarify our policy. Okay, lebih bukan guna bahasa rojak, lebih kepada formal language. Okay. Fewer prepositions. Prepositions tu yang in, on, into. Okay, so kurangkan. So for example, this was called into question by John. Okay, into. So instead of writing like that, you can just change it into John questioned it. Okay, contoh you nak tulis dalam previous studies kan. So you tulis instead of you kata this is mentioned by dot, you boleh tulis Dr. John established that dot. Okay, Dr. John mentioned that dot. Okay. Next one, eliminate unnecessary words. So this is what it is meant by clear and concise writing. Straightforward, simple. Maksudnya make sure bila you tulis yang straightforward je, yang perlu je. You don't have to tulis panjang-panjang. For example, basically the first widget pretty much surpassed the second one in overall performance. You can just write the first widget perform better than the second. Itu je. Instead of nak tulis panjang-panjang macam tu. Okay. So, what else? Apa yang ada lagi? Beware of nominalizations. Nominalizations ni maksudnya perkataan yang for example occur when a verb is used as a noun. For example, occur, occurrence, evaluate, evaluation. Antara verb dengan noun tu make sure you tahu. Sometimes ada orang dia tulis apa contoh contohnya effect and effect. Okay, huruf E and huruf E. Okay, benda tu ada beza. Kalau effect refers to verb, mempengaruhi. Effect. Effect, dia adalah noun. Dia kesan. Okay, so make sure you aware of the usage of nominalizations. Okay, sama ada dia noun ke, dia verb ke, make sure you are aware of that. Okay, so these are all about language in report writing as well as in your proposal. First, remember in your proposal, remember to write in passive voice, use present tense or future tense, and then make sure to write it very straightforward and clear. Okay, let me show to you an example of future tense and present tense in a proposal. Okay, let's go to this sample again. Right. For example, this one. English language learning is mostly taught formally in the classroom. Bukannya was, bukannya had. Okay. So, and notice that dia guna passive. Okay, English language learning is mostly taught formally in classroom. Okay, diajar. Okay, another example, kita tengok methodology. Okay, let's stay here. There are several potential limitations in this study. Might be different. That is future tense. Dia mungkin akan berbeza, mungkin akan mempengaruhi. Okay. How to mention it? Mason, Trier and Gardner defines. Okay, dia ada salah sikit kat sini. Kita tengok yang lain. Okay, Scoville identifies. Ada S kat sini, identifies. Dia bukannya identified with D. Dia identifies with S. Maksudnya dia guna present tense. Okay. Let's see methodology. This study will be conducted. Okay, akan dilakukan. Okay, so future tense. Right? So again, make sure you use passive voice yang paling penting. Kalau you baca ni tak ada pun dia kata we, our, me, you. Okay, so cara dia you guna this study ataupun you guna the subjects, the participants, you guna this study again. What else? Several local studies. You are not referring to people. You are referring to object. Okay, research tu ataupun study tu ataupun participants tu. Participants tak apa sebab you memang nak explain participant you siapa. What else? This study. Okay, macam tu. Okay, another thing yang I takut you confuse, kenapa is tapi taught. Taught ni kan past tense kan? Okay, let me explain to you jap. I nak guna this one. Okay. Now, kalau passive, okay. Kalau passive, dia memang you nampak macam past tense, but it is actually not a past tense. Dia ayat ibarat contohnya diajar. Dia ada di depan. Dia bukan mengajar. This is wrong, this is right. So, for example, is taught. Kenapa dia macam ni? Sebab this is to show that dia ni adalah passive. Diajar. Maksud dia diajar. Dia bukannya past tense tetapi dia passive voice. Another example, will be held. Okay, held ni kan perkataan dia past tense. Tapi bila you bubuh be di sini, di sini pula, di sini meaning that is a passive language. Akan diadakan. Okay, so dia macam untuk refer kepada ni. Diajar, diadakan, akan dilakukan di mana-mana. Study ini akan dilakukan di itu kan ayat pasif. So dia will be held. Okay, sebab tu kalau you perasan kadang-kadang yang ni past tense tapi kenapa dia ada will, kenapa is? Okay, it is because of it's a passive voice. Okay, that is number 1. Number 2, let me check. Okay, number 2, let's talk about tadi an example. John identifies. Kenapa S? Why not John identify? Okay, kalau you are writing in this, tadi I buat, okay, this is number 1. Now this is about, wait. This is about present tense. Okay, present tense. John identifies. John telah identifies, mengenali. Okay, kalau seorang, if the person is singular, verb dia must plus S. Kalau the subject is plural, the person is plural, verb dia no S. Okay, for example, apa contoh Contoh Maria and Johnny. Okay, Maria and Johnny say that, okay, say no S. Sebab one person, two person. So dia punya verb cannot have S. Okay, tapi kalau one person only, plus S. Kalau more than one, cannot ada S. Okay, ingat tu. So kalau you nak tulis, for example, Dr. Otto. Dr. Otto establishes. Establishes ni sama je, maksud dia macam menerangkan, memberitahu. Okay, so got S. Or Dr. Otto claims that got S here. Okay, kalau more than one baru you buang S. Dia memang macam tu rule dia. Verb kena ada S kalau singular. Right? Okay, what else that is for passive, present tense, and also I think I have one more yang I nak explain tadi. Future tense. Number 3. Future tense. Future ni maksudnya it will happen in the future. Okay, dia not yet happen but it will happen. So you kena tulis will be conducted, akan dilakukan. Apa lagi contoh? Potential. Potential ni maksudnya yang mungkin. Potential limitation, mungkin kekurangan. Okay, mungkin. Might be, So semua ni dia referring to future tense. Okay, referring to it will happen. Berkemungkinan, mungkin macam ni, mungkin macam tu. You don't know yet because you haven't conducted the research yet. So you have to use future tense, past tense. Okay, past tense. Present tense and passive voice. Okay. So, any question about the language used in proposal or report writing? Do you have any question? No. No question. Are you all okay? Senyap je semua ni.
Okay, madam.
Okay, madam.
Okay. Orang yang sama je respon. Girls? Girls okay ke girls?
Okay, madam. Okay.
Okay, alright. So remember this will be your group mates. So apa-apa pun from the beginning of semester sampai the end, you akan work with them. You have 3 groups and then these are your topics. If you want to change your topic, let me know. Okay, you can still change. So that is all for today. We have learned about on what are the items needed in your proposal. I will give you the slide and then the language used in language yang you kena guna in proposal and report writing. Okay, so sekarang ni you just focus on your proposal sahaja. Okay, again, your proposal must be in between 5 to 6 pages. 5 pages or tu semua your the information. Page number 6 would be your reference. Okay, ataupun kalau your reference tu panjang sangat, bolehlah nanti 4 pages ni sikit sangat. Depends lah, as long as 6 pages tu, total of 6 pages tu including reference. Okay, reference again you can refer to the website yang I show to you just now tadi. Okay, Purdue OWL. Apa lagi? So you can begin searching for your proposal anytime. Nanti next week kita akan, this is week 3. We are in week number 3. Okay, we talk about introduction session and the verb tenses. Next week, kita akan do a preparation for your proposal juga. So this is the time where I will teach you on how you can paraphrase and cite the information. Okay, so you nak cari maklumat nanti pun boleh, you nak cari maklumat anytime pun boleh, as tak kisah, as long as on the day of the submission you hantar. Okay, kalau preparation ni maksudnya we are going to, I will give you the time to prepare ataupun the time for you to ask question ataupun depends lah, kita akan focus on your proposal. Alright, okay. Alright, kalau tak ada soalan, then that is all for today. Let's see siapa dah mark attendance. Okay, so okay, semua dah mark attendance. Thank you, very good. Okay, I'll see you guys next week. Thank you everyone. You may leave. Nanti after this I will upload the slides. You can check this, check on the slides.
Thank you, madam.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, madam.
Thank you very much, madam.
You're welcome.
Thank you, madam.
madam.
Thank you, madam.